What's up, everybody? Well, man, it's your boy Bill Forster on the check-in. Real Talk Chronicles. It is what it is. Tonight, shout out to Kevin Branzetti. He had something to do, so he wasn't able to be with us tonight, and that's all right. You know, we know we have to take care of responsibilities outside of, the podcast. So tonight, you got wow. Shout out to the people that'll be chiming in from Facebook. Shout out to people that'll be chiming in from YouTube. So many things I do want. Oh, wait a minute. Have the rebooting and stuff like that. And I think I'm going to write some of the things down just to make sure that we will be able to converse in a manner that will help all of us. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody had a wonderful Mother's Day. I hope everybody is staying safe. Back CDC said that you get vaccinated right now from if you're 12 to I think 15. Let me write this down. Pfizer is giving that vaccination. Would you want your child to get vaccinated? 12 to 15. The GOP kicked out Liz Cheney for speaking the truth. What's your thoughts on that? New York City is still off the chain. The mayoral race is coming down to a wire. Eric Adams is doing his thing. A lot of people was thinking that maybe Ray McBride, Andrew Lang, Scott Stringer. Got a little scandal behind his name. Who are you voting for? I know who I'm going for. I will try to have a show where I will endorse all the individuals that I'm going to endorse. Me personally, maybe with the show with Al Taylor, I think I'll speak on that on his show. I might try to have a bunch of them come on and just tell them who I'm endorsing for district attorney, Bronx Borough president, city council in Harlem, the mayoral race, who I will be endorsing. What else? Public advocate. A lot of people have come on the show and spoken about that. Andre Brown, gentleman that got shot by the police officers. His family got to see some of the footage. It's been called the unjustified shooting. What's your take on that? Go Knicks. So we got a lot going on, everybody. Steph, Clay, what's going on? How are you? Ashanti, what's up? Sylvia, good evening. Stephanie, I know you're supposed to be going back to work. Mass transit. When's your date for you going back to work? I know you don't want to hit that train. How are you feeling about that? Sylvia, how's um the airport system working out? How's that going? What's up, Joshua? How are you? Clay, what's good? How you feeling? My man Clay is getting married real soon. Shout out to my man Clay. Um, So there's so many things that is happening. So if you have a child, would you want them to get vaccinated? Pfizer is giving that up, 12 to 15. The GOP bumped Liz Cheney 12 minutes to get rid of her. Trump still has a chokehold on the GOP. New York City, crime is still crime. Public safety is going to be paramount for going forward in the mayoral race coming up. Who do you have going? Who are you voting for? I know who I'm going for. I'll tell you. Andre Brown situation. Amir Aubrey, that trial is about to happen for the three men that were responsible for his death. Talking about they were making a citizen arrest. Kiss my ass, yo. I'm by myself tonight, so you don't know what's gonna come out my mouth. You know what I'm saying? I also do want to talk about um there's a video going around about a African woman, an African American woman, 60 some years old, 70 some years old, that she got pulled over by police officers and slammed to the ground. I'm in a lot of police groups. Shout out to law enforcement. I love you guys, the ones that I've worked with. Some of you others, you say the things that I understand why there's such a problem. In the group, the person that post the article said that he would be upset if that was his family member, blah, blah, blah. White person too. I respect that. He was like, I'd be upset. So here's the comments. The law is the law. What gives her the right to think she's above the law? Just comply, comply, comply. Listen. With that being said, these are probably retired individuals. Now we know why there's such a disdain for law enforcement. Because this is the mentality that some have, that just comply. It doesn't mean anything that an elderly woman got thrown to the ground. Come on, really? And you're saying she doesn't deserve special privileges? She's 70 some years old. They're laughing, they're joking, they throw her to the ground. Knock it off. Really knock it off. That is the biggest problem that I have. How do we kill that culture, that mentality of it's all about law enforcement and it's not about the people? Because it's embedded in the system. The powers that be are those individuals. Let's just keep it real. The only thing is that they've become political now. So they have to change their thought process because they're in a political position. Once you put that suit on, you have to speak volumes and you have to speak truth. And you have to speak for the people, not for what you really feel. There's a lot of powers that be that they're saying politically correct things. Behind the scenes, they thought the same way. And it's ingrained in their system. How do we get rid of that culture? That's the problem that we have right now. Otherwise of that, it's a beautiful day. I have this big bee or fly in this house. I don't know how Malika let this bee or fly in here, and I will discuss that with her later. So Andre Brown's family got to see some of the footage of him being killed by law enforcement. They still weren't happy, of course not, with what they saw. Amir Aubrey's trial is coming up. Three individuals that said they were doing a citizen arrest. Come on now. The city is opening up July 1st. New York, New York. Y'all ready for that? I'm not ready. I'm not ready to put back on some clothes. I've kind of enjoyed these these sweat the sweat life, wearing sweats, doing that. So what do we are you ready to come to open up and do this again? Like I said, I I guess there's a part of me, like I see people coming out, promoters I know coming out with flyers, DJs, people coming up with stuff. So people are trying to get back to the way it used to be. Are y'all ready for that? Are y'all really, 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 really ready for that? So I wanna see. Um I don't know, Clay, what's happening with the investigation on Trump. That's a good thing. It seemed like they let that go. Sylvia, she said people need to know that before they travel, do your homework. It is your responsibility to know what you need before you leave this country. Reading is fundamental. Everybody, I'm gonna read that again. My sister Sylvia, that works for the airlines, is telling you all. People need to know what they listen. I'm putting the damn glasses on. I ain't got no time to be playing with myself. People need to know before they travel. Do your homework. It is your responsibility to know what you need before you leave the country. Reading is fundamental. Clay said most of them don't have any humanity. This is why they do what they do. Exactly. Steph says, are you ready to go clubbing, Bill? The movies, Broadway? Not at all. No, I'm not ready to do all that. Not there's no situation right now that has me ready. I'll be going to a wedding, my man Clay's wedding. I'm not ready to take flight. Shout out to everybody that's ready to get up in the air. I appreciate it. Sylvia, how safe is the airlines? It seems like there's not really, from what I've been getting, any intel on cases of of transmitting COVID on the airplanes and stuff like that. So what's happening on it? What's happening with that? Um, Sylvia, what do some people need to really know? Chop it up and tell me what do some people really need to know about the airplanes and stuff like that. Clay, a lot of yeah, you know, a lot of businesses are going out of business. Yeah, a lot of businesses are resurfacing right now as we speak. So some people are trying to support businesses, things of that magnitude. Hey, Pearline, I see you in the building. Shout out to everybody. Like I said, tonight it's me by myself. I'm gonna kill this fly or bee, whatever it is, annoying me, making noise behind my head. You come this close, come to this unofficial beverage that I have to get me through the night. So tonight it's you and I. Whatever you want to talk about, we can talk about it. Like I said, go Knicks. I'm a Knicks fan. Come on Yankees, come on Mets, come on Nets. I'm Brooklyn Nets too. Listen, I'm really about that New York life when it comes to sports. But no, like I said, I was saying definitely Steph. I'm not ready to go clubbing at all. I do miss people. I do say that, but it's really about the social gathering now. I'm looking for the barbecues and the cookouts. I'm looking for the outdoor events. I'm not trying to be enclosed with anybody really. Like I said, I know the certain dates that I have to do that. My man Clay's, like I said, he's getting married. I'm more than ready because I know he's all vaccinated and that's how he's feeling. But just like I'm not so oh my God, I got to get in the plane and travel and go somewhere and stick my toes in the sand. I'm not I'm not stuck on that. And no knock on anybody that's what they feel they got to do. Like I said, I think the world has gotten used to sitting home doing their work. And do you really want to go out here and commingle with people? Like germs are gonna. We still have a lot of people, and especially a lot of people of color that do not want to take the vaccine. I just lost another friend of mine. I'm not going to say that he passed away due to COVID, but I know he had COVID, and he was getting back to being himself, and he passed away, and he was a big listener to Real Talk Chronicles, and shout out to John Mills, retired law enforcement officer too. So you see that flying, that bee is annoying me. So he will get got very soon. What's up, Mark? I'll talk about my Knicks, man. Sharon, what's going on? When you leave the country, there are things required. COVID tests that's negative for one. So okay, everybody, listen. If you're leaving the country, you have to have a negative COVID test. It is what it is. Are they cool? What is that? Are they still testing people even if you had the vaccine, Sylvia? We always gonna talk about the Knicks, Clay. I got you. What's up, Mark? In the building. Hey, didn't the Yankees have some positive tests after people were vaccinated? I don't know, Mark. That might be something that we have to look into and check this out. Sylvia says some countries want different things. Do your homework. I've seen many people get disappointed uh, when about to go to Jamaica or other places. Oh, everybody, don't play with yourselves. You know what I mean, figuratively. Uh, you messing around. You trying to get up in that air. It's not a game, right? So it's not a game on no planes. So Times Square, cops are all over Times Square. How does an individual? I mean, he got apprehended, but how does an individual have a shootout Times Square, shoot at somebody in New York, and get away with all the cameras? You walk down 42nd Street, and it is a tourist haven. If you walk by one of the big screens, it shows your face on the screen. You're telling me that NYPD at that time could not have, he should have been caught within an hour. Literally. He should have been caught within an hour. I mean, and I'm not the hour, but the bottom line is they should have been able to follow him from camera to camera to wherever car he got in, to follow him wherever he went. But he was on the way uptown. I guess he definitely got arrested. Also, too, shout out to the officer that became, became a mother again and picked the child up and rushed her to the ambulance, and saved the child's life. What else is there that I want to discuss with you about? Um, please help me understand. Yeah, my man, John, good brother. He was, and it's so funny. We had just text in regards to him coming on his show, and I got the word that I saw on social media, which is whack. Let me ask y'all a question. If somebody passed away and you find out, don't put it on social media before the family does. That's whack. That's really whack. Don't do that. Let the family have that kind of closure on social media. You know, people put it on social media that he passed away, and some of the family members didn't even know. You know, that's real whack. Uh, Sylvia said they didn't care about the vaccine. You must have a negative COVID and paperwork to say so. Absolutely. Okay, so everybody, check this out. If you're traveling, you're getting tested. You have to have a negative test results. Period. That's what I'm getting from Sylvia. That she's front lines with the airport. You have to have negative results. All that, I took the test. Nobody cares. Well, we got to find out. I'm gonna have to get Dr. Quarterback on or another doctor on to find out. Are people getting COVID after they take the vaccine? Something to think about. I know I'm vaccinated. I did what I had to do for me. It is what it is. Malika's vaccinated. Her mother's vaccinated. Unca's vaccinated. I was trying to find out how a percentile of America that's vaccinated. They were saying 583,000 people have died due to COVID. I don't know if the numbers are fudge. I know a lot of people still don't want to take the vaccine, and they equate it to the flu shot. I just want people to be informed. You know, I still get literature about they're not taking the vaccine. I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Harriet. Appreciate you. Harriet's my childhood friend. We grew up together, right across the street from each other on Riverside Drive. Steph said, "Did you hear about the train conductor getting slashed in the face? It is so scary." Nah, Steph, I didn't hear that story. That's crazy. So, in the mayoral race, public safety in New York is paramount. New York is off the chain right now. They're trying to blame it. And we had a big discussion about this with Al Taylor, Assemblyman Al Taylor, about when legislators got involved and they just got rid of stop, question, and frisk, and didn't have an alternative. You took away street crime. You took away all the tools that are used to help prevent gun violence. And now everybody carries a gun in New York, and you can't get stopped and searched. What are we going to do? New York is not the safest city anymore. Don't fool yourselves. People are leaving New York. People are leaving, going for suburban lifestyles. Even myself, you know, having dual residency is a beautiful thing, but it's a different lifestyle, different mentality. When you're in New York, you got to do New York shit. You got to be on your, like who's watching me, watching you. Don't don't eyeball me. Don't eyeball you. Like who needs that energy? I was talking to a man today, a white man, great conversation. And we was just talking about how the generations have changed and how we were brought up. And he's 45, and he felt like he was an old head in comparison to the way the new generation is and stuff like that. What's up, Ulysses? Hey, Sharon, how are you? How are you all? Um, Definitely bad leadership, Sylvia. Harry, you took your first shot this weekend. I get my second. I can't afford to get COVID. I have asthma and I would die. Yeah, Harriet, let me tell you something. That's what I'm saying. I know I can't afford that either. And I got so much to live for. I got so much to live for. Let me tell you something. We just living this life. this beautiful age we're in right now. I'm not playing, and I'm going to enjoy it every minute of it. For my New Yorkers, who you voting for? Uh, like I said, the GOP. Why does 45 have such a chokehold on them? They really think this dude is something special. It's scary to me. It's very scary to me. Like I said, Steph said about the conductor getting slashed on the train. Do you think if you let me ask you all a question. If you're an employee at work and somebody commits a crime against you, should it be a felony? You're in your employment. You're trying to do your job. Whether if you're working in Kmart, ShopRite, driving a train, a civil servant, do, on an airplane, Sylvia, you're on a plane. If somebody commits a crime against you for whatever reason, should that be a felony, like punishable of like automatic 5 years in jail? You know what I'm saying? Like you sitting here, you think you tough, you want to attack somebody while they're working. You know, Colin, what's up, Colin? Oh yeah, everybody. Kevin stats. He's looking for some stats. You know, he he got to find out what happened to Jerry. If y'all don't know, y'all got to look at the last episode we had with Kevin. He got the nickname Stats, but you know, so funny. The article I should bring it up, but I'm not. It's also said that those numbers are kind of fudged. That people of color are getting killed more and more. Yeah. What part of Florida you're in, Harriet? I, I've been in Florida for years now, almost over 20 some years. I left New York out of after grammar school, going to high school, right? Or did you? No, y'all went to high school too. What's up, Colin? How are you? Are you still enjoying your birthday celebration? Robert, what's going on, brother? Exactly. Your asthma is not worth the risk, so you took the shot too. So the thing he is, yeah, definitely, he thinks he's God. He's not. I don't know why. Dude got he must got pictures of them with putting peanut butter on themselves and having somebody licking off because I don't know what the hell he has on the GOP. The things that they're saying. Why are people so racist, yo? And say such a racist and crazy thing. I had somebody at my house the other day looking at doing some work, and we were talking about something, and I said, I talked about somebody not speaking to me, and I said, I don't know, they're not speaking because maybe I'm black, and he laughed, and I think that's such a conversation that people don't want to have about ethnicities and people of color, whites and blacks and Latins and whites and stuff like that. Listen, it is a conversation that is something that we can't push under the rug. You can't push up racism under the rug. It's been pushed under the rug too long, and it's not working. It's not working at all. So let's stop that and get on that. You live in Hollywood, Harriet? My man Junior said 45 is the latest manifestation of a mindset that's always been built. This ain't nothing new, even with all the progress made since the civil rights. The mindset has never been eradicated. You are definitely right. What's up, Delphina? Brian Wash, Butter in the building. How's everybody doing? What do y'all want to talk about? I'm talking about anything tonight. I'm flying solo tonight, and I'm just doing what I do, and I'm just talking about anything. So whatever you want to talk about, I'm gonna talk about New York. It's off the chain. They was talking about real estate and other places. I was talking to a friend of mine about real estate, and he said he wasn't going to do a whole lot of negotiating. Then you're not going to buy a house because right now everybody is buying houses. And people are marking houses up right now up to $15,000 or more. You know, so people, if you don't want to, if you're trying to leave the city, be prepared. Whatever you put your bid in, it might change. It really definitely might change. So don't get it, don't get it twisted. I tell all of you that if you can get a firearm, get it, protect yourself. I'm all for that. I'm all for there should be some kind of restrictions and laws, abiding things like that. You know, people shouldn't just be able to walk and get a gun, and you got to run a name or something, find out. You know, shoot, we see. I just put up recently about three law enforcement officers were indicted for taking bribes. There was another officer, I think they're opening up his old cases because he had some racist rants. I can believe it. I swear, I wish I could show you all these conversations that I see in these police groups that I'm in. I really would. Malika had to talk me off the ledge the other night. I so wanted to go in. I really did. And she was like, pick your battles, babe. Like, it's not worth it. But the fact that people have worked their whole careers and this is how they honestly feel, like they don't believe in the blood that goes through everybody's veins. They have an ideology and it is what it is, and that's who they are, and that's what they're going to feel. You know, you see what you said. Sylvia said, let's see, she said, yes, customers throw things at you, spit, hit, all because their flight has been canceled. Well, that's crazy. Things happen, and the only thing people want to hear is what they want to hear. Yes, I can do something for you. Let me just say, none of those things happened to me. Thank God. Sylvia, I know you. You ain't taking nobody spitting and shit. You former corrections too. You not. I mean, you just from Harlem too. You ain't having it. I know the families. You ain't having it. Let me just say, hey, none of those things have happened to me. If so, I would be fired now. Steph said this. They're scared 45 because he has an extreme large following. Yes, he does. Yes, housing market is definitely going up. So, yeah, I'm glad you got yours. Definitely, yeah. Everybody, yo. Hey, Brian, did you get your vax? So, okay. The one thing that I definitely want to address is that we have to change the culture in law enforcement. There are so many, it's so funny that so many white officers don't understand why their African American friends or some of their Latin friends and some of their white friends for the most part too, because we can't exclude those that have sense. And shout out to law enforcement. It paid the bills. It pays the bills. I'll never knock it. And I did a job and I enjoy doing it. And I enjoy the people that I work with. But it's just funny how the mentality is about certain things. And like I said, thank you to all of you who are my uh uh ministers of information. You send me stuff and I look over it, and I spend a lot of my days looking over literature that you send me and or videos and clips. And I appreciate you keep me on top of my game because after I read what you send me, I try to go check it out and see if there's any more updates on it and things of that magnitude. Oh, there was something that about officer. I wish I could bring it up. You know, Malika's downstairs. I wish I could bring it up about an officer slammed African American woman for no reason. She's in cuffs. She's not resisting. He just didn't like something and he slammed her on her face. You know what's so funny? If they always say if things happen to your family members, then things would be different. And I really don't want to hear about that comply shit because sometimes people are compliant and they still get in trouble. They still get disrespected. What would you say about the maintenance guy, Harriet? This maintenance guy, he's Columbia. Agree, Bill. See some dumb and ignorant stuff on the police pages. These folks shouldn't be out in our communities. They shouldn't, man. Yo, Robert, it disgusts me the things that I read, and it's almost like you're fighting against, you're one man versus an army of ignorant people. Harry, he hates blacks and Cubans and Argentinians. He's nasty. Oh, you talking about the guy in your what's up, New York? Uh, what's up, Miss Green? How are you? How are y'all doing? Happy Mother's Day if you're a mother, sis. Um, people, I don't understand how some people. I see you, Malika Vaughn, on YouTube. Hey, what's happening? I don't understand how people are so. I'm gonna keep it hood for ignorant, ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Then I get a little educated, ignorant. I don't understand how some people are so. I think they need to change the schooling system and teach people history. Learn your history. Cut it out. Learn your history, and understand that people of color come from kings and queens, not Christopher Columbus putting us in handcuffs or in bondage. We didn't start with slavery. That's not how we started. We started with kings and queens, and maybe that should be seen first. And then some people, then all of us can take some pride in who we are, and some people could take some accountability. What's up, Wayne? How are you, my brother? Junior said, "Did you peep how some of the Republican senators and congressmen put a spin on the?" Yes, yo, that was crazy. Your thought was that it was innocent people down there. Yo, one of the dudes said, one of the Republicans senators said, just because they were wearing, I think I'm paraphrasing, and you'll get the gist of it. He was saying that just because they had on Trump hats and Trump the paraphernalia and Trump this and Trump that doesn't mean they were Trump supporters. Hmm. He was like, no one took a survey. Listen, 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 listen. See, this is what makes people infuriated with shit like that. We can all have a difference of opinion, but do not take a person for stupid. When you say stuff like that, you are an ass. Now, what I want to find out is who's going to vote and put him back in office. See, we live in a world right now, we can't just slap the sense out of sense into people, and we can't slap the shit out of people. You know, because some people would be getting slapped every day. You'd be going to work, pap, pap, pap. You'd be like, oh, hi, Jimmy, pap. You know what I'm saying? What you slap me for? Just because, yo, you just need it. You know what I'm saying? This is actually National Police Week. Really, Wayne? Love you, brother. Love you too. Yeah, Wayne, he said, yeah, they were just touristing the capital. Come on, man. See, I think all we want is accountability. I never forget when a couple of my white friends, when OJ was found innocent in the murder, and they said, "Why y'all?" They said, "Why are people, black people, so happy that he got off?" Because I was like, "Yo, that's one, and he was your golden child." We was like, "That was just one black person that committed a crime that got off." Because all the other blacks, there's so many different other African Americans and Latin brothers that have gone to jail that didn't deserve to do time. And I'm sure there's some white people too, maybe, but the percentile is very small because they don't have those same kind of interactions with law enforcement. And that is the problem at hand. And the thing is, we can't say, oh, we just want to put more people of color on the job. Because if they selling out, then that's the worst thing you got is a sellout. You know how people of color really feel about sellouts. I mean, nobody wants to sell out from whatever ethnicity you are. You see somebody sell out, you'd be like, what? Black, white, Spanish, whomever. Don't sell out. What's up, Sharon? How are you? Paul Martinez is in the building. What's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? Welcome to the Real Talk Chronicles family. I don't know if you've been here before, man. This is where we chop it up. Tonight I'm flying solo, but it's all good. You know, so some of us live in a glass bubble because we become a little privileged and we forget our roots. We only remember our roots when we want to be hood, but then all of a sudden now we live a certain lifestyle. Nah, nah, nah. You know what I'm saying? I ask you all to educate. If you're already educated on your history, educate the young so they can understand that this is a beautiful world we live in if we all work together. Um, I try my part. I really do. Sometimes you got to hold yourself to task. What are you doing to give back to your communities and not drain your communities? Just give back. I mean, we all we all run from the BS because nobody wants to put up with that. I mean, we are all at certain ages now, and you're like, well, where are you living? Where are you living? Where are you living? Where are you living? Nobody's trying to put up with that. I get it. I totally get it. But we still have to educate. And now we can educate more by telecommunication. I speak at colleges. I'm blessed to be be put in situations that I can speak about history. I can speak about how to interact with law enforcement. I can speak about what it's like to be an African American man in law enforcement, and just to be an African American man, to be a positive man of color, and love my Latin family, and hopefully they love me just as much as I love them because we are the same. It's just a different stop on the train for my New Yorkers that know what I'm saying. 125th, 137th, 145th. African Americans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Cubans, Haitians. You pick the stops. You understand? So if you think you're not who you are, okay. And shout out to all my white friends and all the white people that have a conscious mentality and are trying to do the right thing and try to make the world a better place. Shout out to you too. You know, it's a shame sometimes because of your skin tone you get caught in a situation, and it's not your fault because You may not feel the way, and you have to speak out more because people will gauge you from your skin tone. Unfair. It's a reality check, though, because my skin tone will always walk in front of me before I speak. I open up my mouth and say a verb or adjective, and that's real talk. Some people have to understand that. So let's really educate each other. The summer is here. It's not even here yet. Crime, like I said, is bubbling. People don't even want to work. Like I said, Steph, I know you don't even want to go back on the trains and go to work. You can't work from home. Are any of you ready to really? Can you stay home? Is it an option? Like I ain't really ready to. I mean, I want the world to open up, but I ain't really trying to go back out there. I ain't gonna lie. Like y'all go ahead. You know what I'm saying? I'm so t-shirt and sweats. Like it's felt good to be this for the year. I know a lot of you have still had to be essential employees, and I salute you for still doing what you have to do to put food on your plate for your family. Uh, but it's a whole different world right now, man. It's a whole different world. Do any of you have plans for the summer? I know some people are still traveling, going to travel. You heard what Sylvia said. She said, make sure that if you're going out of state, out of the country, that you have to take negative COVID tests. They don't care about, oh, I got vaccinated. They don't care if your cousin works for the airlines. They don't care if you're going to see your mama's 67th, 92nd birthday. They don't give a F. Um, you know, why is it that a lot of people of color still haven't got vaccinated? A lot of you self-made doctors, are you taking care of your health first and foremost? If most of you are my friends and we're around the same age, there are certain tests that you have to take. Check your colonoscopy, check for diabetes, cancer, uh, prostate, breast cancer. You know, check yourselves out. Uh, it's mental issues too. Real weed is legal now. People get to smoke all on the street. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not saying that can't indulge and have your fun, but I just don't want to walk down the street, smell it. I don't. It's my preference. It is what it is. Have you ever really spoken to somebody that's has just finished smoking weed or have it on their person? You tell right away. And for those that have been like, "Oh, well, it's not a problem. I think it's great." Well, if you had your own company, would you hire them to run it? How about that? Let me see that. I want to see that part of it. You know, thank you. What's up, Cal? Thank you, Mark. Steph, I could work from home, but they prefer the in-office experience, I suppose. Yo, listen, Steph, try to stay home, sis. Can you mix Nike and Adidas sweats? I can do it. Listen, if you pay for them, you know what I'm saying, Rob? Hey, shoot. I mean, I try to keep it all Nike or Adidas. Your boy Fly. That's who I am. But at this age, listen, full transparency, I got on Nike socks and I got on Converse. Tell nobody. Steph, yes, I do, Bill. I work 5 days a week, take my vitamins, only drink water, and I eat clear. clean 80% of the time. I like that 80% of the time. Well, that's good, Steph. I'm glad, you know, and shout out to all of you that support Real Talk Chronicles. I appreciate you all. Yeah, we have to take care of ourselves. A lot of us, listen, man, and I'm not talking about you get older, of course, you're gonna put on a pound or two here, and I don't care how much gym you go to, unless you really can have body by Jake, then bless your heart. It's really hard. It really is. No, but the bottom line is, what are you doing? Some kind of exercise. Your body may alter a little bit in its shape, but the bottom line is the internal part is still that's important. I just went and I saw my doctor Monday, you know, and we were just talking about internal stuff and things of that magnitude. Um, Trying to keep the teeth right, trying to keep the health, skin clear. Listen, I'm trying to stay in front of this camera for you, baby. You know, but I gotta love myself before you can love me, and I hope you love yourself more before I can love you. And I just I put a post up not too long ago about, we're saying more RIP than we're saying I love you. We that's important, man. Let's do that. Hey, Ladybug, how are you? Yes, you're right, Steph. The weed smell kills me. Now it's everywhere. Yeah, it is. What's up? What's up, Mr. Freeman? Kim Shear, how are you? Shout out to everybody chiming in. It's your boy Bill Foster's Real Talk Chronicles. I'm solo tonight. Usually Kevin Stats Branzetti is here with me, um, but he had something to do. You know, I give props to Kevin. Because sometimes he has his ideology with law enforcement, and like he said one time, he's a white individual and he thinks white, and white and law enforcement sometimes is not a good mix. and but he's willing to talk, and I give him that. Sometimes we can go at each other. And sometimes you all know he could say some shit, and you'd be like, "Oh, there we go." And I ask you all, anytime any of you ever want to be on about any issues that that we discuss, just text me, inbox me, and I'll send you the link, or just ask me in advance if you want to be on any of the Real Talk Chronicle shows. And you're more than welcome to come on, as long as your conversation is right, because this is an opinionated show. Besides, most of the times when it comes to law enforcement, we really kind of kick it with facts. And when I speak about law enforcement, I'm telling you what I've experienced. I'm not telling you anything what I think in hypotheticals. I didn't work in the office. I worked in the field. I was an active officer. I did certain stuff out there in the street. So you'll never hear somebody come and talk about, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about, because I was there. You understand what I'm saying? There's some that, been, and no disrespect to anybody that's been working inside in any job that you've done. You take a test, you pass, you get a hookup, you work inside. I'm good. I have no problems with you. Just certain times you can't talk shop. You really can't talk shop if you ain't been in the shop. You know what I'm saying? So I think you all know what I'm saying about that. Keisha in the building. Shout out. How you doing, sister? Yeah, patrol. Exactly. Uh, I think patrol was probably one, one of the best things that I did in helping people. Unless you had to make an arrest, you did. But I've stifled and was able to ease tension at a lot of times, when a lot of times people But it escalated over nonsense. And why was that? You know, like law enforcement, part of the time it's just sociology and psychology working on the scene. It's how you talk to people. I always tell officers, even when I've spoken in different precincts or places, I tell people talk to people like you want to be spoken to. If you talk to somebody like you want to be spoken to, you half the problem is solved. Because when you could say to somebody, "Yo, who you talking to? I'll punch you in your face." The person will be like, "What?" You're like, "Yeah, I wasn't disrespecting you, yelling at me. Who do you think you're talking about?" So now the conversation changes. It really does. Hi, sweetie.
Hello.
Want to come in and say hi to everybody?
I'm listening to this guy on YouTube, and he's so good.
Yeah, that's true. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Just come wave real quick. I'm gonna get off in a few minutes.
I have work to do.
Yeah.
Hi. I could never sit there and just talk to myself like that. You're so good at that.
Yes.
That's the only child.
That's the only child. That's the only child syndrome, everybody. When you can talk to yourself and you got imaginary friends and all kind of shit.
But when I'm in the kitchen listening, like, oh, yeah. Like, I don't even know you. I'm all into it.
And that's a beautiful thing, everybody.
It is.
It is the only child. And I guess when you got a podcast and you got to talk and you don't have people, some people want to come in. These rookies are spoiled. Yeah, they are. These new rookies are spoiled. Absolutely.
You don't want to put your eyeglasses on? That's what I was going to write on the thing.
Yeah, but I'm going to get off in a few minutes. I'm just going to read some of these comments real quick. Mark said, "Yo, you seems like it's regressing in many ways. Crime is up all over. Restricting the police doesn't help. Doesn't help. The weed stuff, in my opinion, may not be a good thing in totality. We are in for a hell of a ride in this country. Prices across the board are heading up." Oh, that's right. Yo, I forgot about the gas shit. How did I forget to talk about the gas, right? It got hacked. Really? And people all of a sudden, I'm gonna get on the gas line. I'm gonna need to buy some gas and put it in the house. Come on. If you panic, you panic. Don't panic. Listen. We've been hacked all the time. How many times you talk on your phone and next thing you know, the thing that you talked about, oh, I need some new shoes. And then you'll see a bunch of shoe signs or advertisements. So yeah, let's knock it off. Yeah, these rookies are spoiled. Steph said, "Hey, Malika." So everybody, this is Real Talk Chronicles. Thank you, Harriet. Ladybug said, "Hello, Malika." Everybody said, "Hey, beautiful." Hi, beautiful. Where'd you go, beautiful? Thank you all. I appreciate that. I did good. We did good. Malika and I have 2 anniversaries. Today is one of them. So this is one of our anniversaries. 3 years we've been married, and June 9th is another one. Yesterday was my mother's birthday. Rest in peace, my mother. My father's birthday is this week. So happy heavenly birthday to my parents. Those were both Taurians. I wonder how that was. Well, I knew how it was. I saw it. It was bumping heads in the house. So, life is beautiful, man. I hope you all find out what you're looking for in your lives. I hope you have it. And if you don't, get out. Don't settle. Listen, life is too short. Listen, Bill Foster, for all those that know me, I'm not going to the grave unhappy. I was just telling them that anniversary. Everybody said hi, happy, hello, and hi, beautiful to you.
Hi, everyone.
Harriet said hello. Mark said hello. Ladybug said hello.
Oh, nice.
Steph said hello. They was like, oh, she's so pretty. I was telling them this is one of our anniversaries.
One of them.
Yes, we have 2.
You told them the secret?
I didn't tell them the secret. I just said we have 2 anniversaries. I said we have 2 anniversaries.
That's the secret, though. We have 2 anniversaries. Yes, it's our 3rd year anniversary.
Yeah. So
So
June
now
9th.
you know. Don't tell anybody. That's the secret.
June 9th is the
It's the
official
official one.
the official
Yeah, it's
anniversary.
official.
Yeah. But
And what, 6 years together?
yeah. I was just telling everybody out there they need to be happy in their lives.
Oh my
And I
gosh,
hope,
yes.
I said we did good with each other. And I
I
hope
think so.
absolutely.
I'm glad we both waited.
Exactly. So, I tell people because I put a post up today. It was
Mhm.
I put one of my
You put some funny shit up. You know that, right?
I put a little humor post up today, and it seemed like the conversation went left a little bit
Oh, really?
for some.
Uh-huh.
And it is what it is sometimes with people.
Which post was that?
It was the one about the girl said, "Well, I'm paraphrasing, like I'm going through some stuff."
Oh, and he
And
said F you.
he said F you
Something
block.
like that.
So one of my
What
friends,
is it?
Leah, said something. She was like, "Yo, shout out to the girl for being a shero for speaking her mind." The dude was like a cornball, or whatever. So
Is
then,
this the one that she wanted him to pay the bills? Is it that one or another
no, it's
one?
another one. And then,
Okay.
and my man Nate,
I can't keep
he
up with
came
these.
in and he kind of questioned her on her statement, and then they kind of went back and forth with
Bill,
it.
I feel like I need popcorn when I read your when I'm bored or if I'm sitting on a conference
Hey,
call
yo,
and I'm like, all right, let me just see what else is going on in the world.
yo, it's
Like, oh, I need
hilarious
some
sometimes.
popcorn for this.
It really is.
Too
Sharon
funny.
said, "What's up,
Hey,
Malika?
Sharon.
Thank you, Harriet. Beautiful couple. Thank you. Oh, now what is the secret? Happy anniversary to you too. Thank you, Mark." Vivian said, "I know how that works. My son is going through the same thing." Exactly.
Wow.
So yeah, everybody, this is what it is. Real Talk Chronicles. Monday. I'm with
Who's on Monday?
Allison Williams.
Oh, great. So we can wish her we can't sing happy birthday.
No. Allison did a beautiful thing with Malika's birthday. She came
her
and sang.
voice is gorgeous. I
Yes.
just love it.
She's the first lady of Def Jam. Just call my name. 30-year anniversary of that song too.
Yeah.
Real Talk Chronicles with Al Taylor is the first Monday. Then the fourth Monday is Pastor Kevin Graves. I enjoy that too. That's a spiritual conversation we have with Real Talk.
Absolutely.
So we mix, the spiritual aspect, and
I really enjoy
he comes in with the spiritual concept. He'd be like, "Yo, all right, well, find a way to slide the Bible in there," and that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's good. It's just another level of thinking that we all need to do.
And we all need to get back to our faith. Like
absolutely,
Harriet, you and I, we used to go Our Lady of Lourdes to church, right? I can't believe it. I went to Catholic school. I was teaching Lewis and I was talking about that. I was an altar boy. And I wasn't Catholic. I was sitting there.
No, you told me.
I was sitting up there like, oh boy.
Yeah.
So
wait, I have a question for you because every Sunday we still attend church. Every Sunday,
absolutely,
we just watch it online.
Yes.
So when things open up soon, I'm leaving it up to you. But what do you think? Are we going to continue to watch online, or are we going to venture out and actually go? Look, excuse me.
We can go.
Look, excuse me, sir.
We can go. I mean, we probably depending on where we are, but I'm sure we'll maybe at least definitely once a month, maybe try to make a guest appearance.
Yeah,
not
I
twice
would like
a month.
to try that.
Yeah, we could. I mean, it's easy.
Yeah.
We're not that far away. We can't do it, or we're in New York. We can do it, but like I said, it's all about trying to be around people. Do you want to be around people, or you don't want to be around people? I mean, we're huggers. Y'all know I'm on a hug. Malika's a hugger. Like that, a lot of that is kind of gone now.
Well, now we're just giving out fist bumps.
Yeah, like
I did the elbow and said fist because we gave out a couple fist bumps.
Yeah, I gave us some fist bumps today.
Elbow.
We had some meetings earlier today.
Yeah.
So I had to give up some fist bumps. And, consciously I was like, okay, like, hey, let's talk business,
Right.
Thank you, Sharon. I mean, and Sharon said hello. I mean, thank you, Harriet, for calling us a lovely couple. I appreciate it.
Harriet.
I won't be so cocky and say we are, but
you can say it.
you know what I'm saying? You go. Stephanie said, what do y'all think about Kevin Samuel as a married couple. Oh, yo, he is a monster.
Who's that?
He's the one I sent you the thing where he's talking about women being average and
Oh, that guy.
yo, yo,
Who said
yo,
that? Stephanie?
yes, yo,
I've heard a couple of his things.
yo,
He's
he
crazy.
is a monster. Listen, he you know what's so funny? Sometimes he has a good point.
It's his delivery.
But his delivery is off the chain.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. I think he denounces women more than he gives them. Like I can say the same thing. Like we used to have a real talk stuff. You would have loved when we had step real talk in the house when we did it in like the group setting. Like I think Vivian knows about that. But the stuff that he says is crazy.
Yeah.
When he's calling women average and he's giving these percentiles
and they
and
sit
stuff.
there and listen to him, right?
Yeah, but you know, I mean,
I don't get that.
you call in for that, like yo, and it ain't like this dude is drop dead gorgeous himself. You know, I mean, he's not an ugly man, but the shit that he says is crazy. He bugs me out. He entertains me because I'm laughing at what he says. I'm not gonna say he doesn't make any sense sometimes. He does make some sense, but in demeaning somebody in his delivery, it doesn't have to be. I don't. I'm not cool with that. That's whack.
So, Bill, really... you entertain us all the time. Like when I went to see my girlfriend Saturday, and all of us are all there.
Yo, Sharon said that dude got mama issues.
My girlfriend, as soon as I sat down and got settled, she was like, "Bill's at it again," and she started showing me.
Yeah.
You are hilarious.
Yeah. Give you a hug. Exactly. Give me a hug. I remember you trying not to laugh on the altar, watch your shoulders as you giggle. Exactly, Harriet. I was the altar boy. Yeah, when I was an altar boy.
Oh, right. When you were little.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sharon, that boy, yeah, he definitely got some mama issues. Yep.
But when you're in church now.
Oh, my wife has a slogan, and I put the post up about Capricorn stuff. She says, I'm a 10-year-old boy. She says, I have the mouth of a 10-year-old boy.
All the time.
She says, but you wouldn't tell him, please tell him.
No, you said it. You're 10. No one knows this. Now they do. Look, another secret is out. Bill is really 10. But I love it, though. She
says, I just, like, I have no filter. Just, like, I don't have any filter. Yeah.
But you do that in church. Like, when we're in church in person, you know, every now and then there's something that you just want to giggle about, or I may think to myself, but don't say it. Next thing I know, he's like trying to whisper, and I'm like, you can't whisper. Like, tell me after service.
No, because I want to talk about somebody you want
to talk about it that moment. In my face, I just can't hide a single thing. It's like,
yo, stop. Sometimes you just got to talk about
people. Because I feel like you're that kid that's going to say it, but they're going to catch me. I'm the one that's going to get caught laughing, not you, because they'll say it and then just have a straight face.
Yo, Holly said, then she's 10 too.
Is that Sister Holly?
Yeah, she's in the building. And Harriet, you believe it? Yes, trust me. Harriet, you grew up with me. You know, we've been in class together in school. We grew up on the same block.
I would love to hear some of those stories from you.
Oh my God. Listen. Yes.
Sister Holly, yes, you are 10.
Yeah, you 10 too. Yeah, Holly, because Holly, remember when we knocked on the wrong door and I started banging on the door and I realized we was on the wrong floor? We ran.
Look, I'm just shaking my head.
Yeah, man. Everybody, this is Real Talk Chronicles. Yo, we just chopping it up.
I'm so small sitting back here.
Oh, come on up here. I got work to do. She got work to do. and she got work to do. And it's a little day. We're going to chill. Yeah. You know, Yankees is 0-0.
So what are you having for dinner, Bill? Holly is not chicken.
No, Holly is not chicken. I'm having steak and salad.
Okay, that's a good thing. He asked for
a little protein, a little healthy salad. Yeah, everybody, it's always a pleasure chopping it up with you. I'm your host, Bill Forces, Real Talk Chronicles. Tonight, Kevin wasn't here; he was scared. Oh, Harriet said one day, Malika. The hell is this? Yo, come on, man. Yeah, exactly.
I want to say hi to the people.
Yeah, Miles. Let me tell you something. Look at yourself on the screen, Miles.
Exactly. This is Miles. This is Bill's little buddy. Mm-hmm. This is Bill's buddy. These two.
What you calling me? He came with the family. This
Bill.
I'm in stepfather. Look, he put his paw on me. Come on, you can put your paw on me. Exactly.
See, he loves Bill. Look at that.
He wants to get down so bad.
Mm-hmm.
He just wants
He's
treats.
like, I'm not a baby anymore.
You want treats? He's like, get off me.
Exactly.
Put your paw. He's like, save me. As he looks the other way. Mm-hmm. Everybody, we out of here. This is what I got to put up with. When I try to kiss my wife, he comes in the room. I try to. Here he comes, and he looks. He just wherever you go.
That's why we close the door.
Exactly. Wherever you go in life, he's looking.
Mm-hmm.
As he looks at the cat, as it looks at itself. This dog is unbelievable. Look how he looks at himself. He's like, who is that dog? Yo, he looks at himself. He looks like he's shy. So hold your head up. Yeah. Hold your damn head up. Don't be shy, Mom. Yeah, look at him. Now all of a sudden he looks away. Dog watch TV.
All the time.
You see another dog on TV, get upset. Yes. Shit. Steph said Miles is so cute. Donna said cute doggy. Oh, how cute. Yeah, Miles. Yeah. Holly said she loves the background painting. Yeah, I did it.
Thank you, sister.
No, you know I didn't do it. Miles, so you ready to say goodbye? Wave.
Holding on to you tight.
Everybody, we'll see you next Monday. Monday we'll be back here.
Bye.
I can't take you, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.